Hello, and welcome back to Muse, the podcast where creativity meets personal growth and self-expression becomes a living practice. I'm your host, Damaris, artist and multi-passionate creator, and a deeply curious human navigating what it means to live and create with intention. I hope you're all having an amazing day. The sun is shining here, and it really does a whole world of difference to my energy levels. Can you relate? The sun, and really this time in general, has been huge for me to expand the way that I think about things and ideas that have been flowing lately. A lot of new things in the works, and for me right now, the energy's just flowing. It's just vibing, and it's nice to feel that way. It's nice to feel that things are heading in the right direction, it seems like, or just heading in a direction in general. I think as creatives, feeling stagnant or like there's no momentum is difficult sometimes to handle, and right now, thankfully, is not one of those times for me. So I'm really grateful that there is momentum, there's flow, and I'm just excited to be here recording this episode. If last week was about illusion and readiness, this week is about what happens when you actually start showing up. It's not always failure we fear. It's being seen in the process of becoming. But what does being seen actually mean? I'm not talking about going viral or being visible. I'm talking about being witnessed in truth. And that is way more powerful and definitely is showing more vulnerability in general. It can feel this way because it means being perceived means you're not the one in control anymore, right? The moment you stop curating and start creating, that's when fear likes to creep in. I've always struggled to let myself be fully seen. I've wanted to feel understood. I've longed for deep connection. But when the moment came to actually open up and let myself be known, I'd pull back. Yes, someone might have made space for me, but I wasn't always in a place to step into it, even when I wished that I could, even when I had the desire to. Why is it so damn uncomfortable, though? Why does being seen make you feel so uncomfortable? Well, firstly, it's rooted in our nervous system and how it registers danger. Being seen equals vulnerability, equals risk, which means danger. Your body and your mind, and more specifically your nervous system, they avoid it like the plague. It's in our nature to avoid the things that we feel are dangerous, are risky, are freaking scary. We spoke about this in a previous episode. How we think about ourselves and how we think others perceive us creates an internalized message of don't be too much, don't be too loud, don't show the messy parts, right? These are the things that tend to come up. Don't rock the boat, right? We hear these things all the time. The thing is that these parts of us, my messy parts, are the parts that create and expose my vulnerability and open space for me to be seen fully, which is what I desire, because that is showing up more authentically. And fear of being seen can kind of sneak in through creative survival mode. And what that looks like is silence, perfectionism, which we spoke about last week, or staying in the safe zone. We don't even risk stepping outside of our comfort zone, right? That's what's safe. Being stuck or blocked in these areas looks like never hitting publish and sharing your work, saying almost what you mean, but not your whole truth, feeling numb or anxious after sharing your work, overthinking audience perception. But what is actually the cost of staying hidden then? It took me so many years to get to a point where I could say that I didn't care what people thought about me enough for me to actually move forward with my work and share it, even though I was still starting out. Being able to let go even that much was a game changer. That shift didn't make the fear disappear, though. Don't get me wrong. It was still hard, still vulnerable, but now I could keep going. I could feel proud even when it scared me. I was evolving and letting go enough, just enough, to put my work out there, even though no one liked it or thought whatever they thought about me. It was doable, let's say. By that point, it didn't matter because I already put it out there into the universe. What could I do now? I mean, I guess I could go back and delete my work and say that it was never there, but ultimately, I put it out there. And the only thing that I could keep doing after that point was to keep showing up. Face that fear and push through it anyways. Find my little gut strength to just keep doing it, showing up, putting my work out there again and again. So what's the cost of staying hidden? You water down your creative expression. You aren't able to connect deeply with others when you're not sharing the real version of you fully. You delay growth when you keep pretending you're not ready. And here's a little mini truth. You can't build intimacy with your audience or yourself if you're hiding behind the version of you that's easy to swallow. Take a second to just think about that, because that's huge. So then, question is, how do you even work with this fear instead of against it? What can we do first? Number one, normalize it. Everyone feels this. This isn't you're the only person in the universe who's ever felt this and will ever feel this again. Nope. Everybody at some point in their life has felt this fear. Fear is not a sign to stop. It's a signal you're hitting something real. You're just at a pivotal point to push past that comfort zone. Number two, scale it. You don't have to show everything to everyone, right? You still have choices in how you show up and how you face this fear. Choose your people, choose your container. It can be a trusted friend or a public post. You get to decide how you show up. But at least you face the fear, and the being seen aspect of it is still there. You're still showing up, right? Number three, create it for your past self. I would think about the version of me who felt stuck or scared or lost, and I'd make it for her. I'd put out my work for that version of me that needed that extra push. No need for mass validation, just your own truth. You know? Number four, Celebrate the discomfort. Yeah, if it feels uncomfortable, that's how you know you're stepping into something honest. Your process matters. Your progress is worth celebrating. Because future you, they're going to look back and be like, thank you. Thank you for being scared and still stepping into it. Brave enough that you still moved forward. That's amazing. Visibility is layered and it will always carry a risk. But the alternative is staying unseen. And that's a greater loss, in my opinion. You don't have to become completely fearless. You just have to be real. So ask yourself, what would I do if I wasn't trying to be safe or understood? Say it out loud. Create from that place. Let's not stay in our fear. Let's not let being seen stop us from the progress and the creative, amazing, evolving version of you that's just on the other side of that. Next week's episode is all about authentic self-expression, which ties in perfectly with the evolving of being seen and how you're actually showing up. If this week felt like exposure, next week we'll explore how to reclaim your real voice and why it's so worth it. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you like the pod. Please share it with someone who could use a little encouragement today. Let's move through this fear together. And as always, keep creating. Bye.